This video is for educational purposes only and is not a substitute for professional medical advice. CBC is one of the most useful screening tests in modern medicine.
Hello viewers, welcome to Medzalmi. Today we'll learn how to read and understand a complete blood count, or CBC.
CBC, or complete blood count, is one of the most commonly requested blood tests in hospitals and clinics worldwide. This analyzer measures different blood cells. It helps doctors diagnose many medical conditions. A CBC mainly evaluates red blood cells, white blood cells, and platelets.
Let's begin with red blood cells, also called RBCs.
Red blood cells, or RBCs, carry oxygen from your lungs to every organ in the body.
Hemoglobin is the protein inside red blood cells that carries oxygen throughout the body.
Hematocrit measures the percentage of blood that is made up of red blood cells. White blood cells protect your body against bacteria, viruses, and other infections. Neutrophils are the first line of defense against bacterial infections.
Lymphocytes help your body fight viral infections and produce antibodies.
Monocytes remove dead cells and help fight chronic infections. Eosinophils increase mainly in allergies, asthma, and parasitic infections. Basophils release histamine during allergic reactions.
Platelets help stop bleeding by forming blood clots.
MCV measures the average size of red blood cells. A low MCV can mean iron deficiency. High levels point to vitamin. MCH measures the average amount of hemoglobin in each red blood cell. MCHC measures the concentration of hemoglobin inside red blood cells. RDW measures the variation in W measures the variation in the size of red blood cells. MPV measures the average size of platelets and reflects how actively the bone marrow is producing them. PDW measures the variation in platelet size and helps assess platelet activation. Platelet represents the total volume occupied by platelets in the blood. If the CBC is abnormal, doctors may order a peripheral blood smear to examine blood cells under a microscope. Iron deficiency anemia typically shows low hemoglobin, low MCV, low MCH.
Vitamin B12 deficiency usually causes large red blood cells and macrocytic anemia. Bacterial infections commonly increase the white blood cell count, especially neutrophils, pneumonia, appendicitis, sepsis. Viral infections often increase lymphocytes, while total white blood cells may be normal or low.
Dengue commonly causes low white blood cells and low platelets, increasing the risk of bleeding. Leukemia may produce extremely high or very low white blood cell counts, with abnormal immature cells. Dehydration concentrates the blood, making hemoglobin and hematocrit appear higher than normal.
After significant bleeding, red blood cells and hemoglobin gradually decrease over the following hours to days. Persistent allergies commonly increase eosinophils and sometimes basophils.
Patients with asthma often have elevated eosinophils, especially in allergic asthma. Bone marrow failure can reduce red cells, white cells, and platelets at the same time.
Polycythemia means an abnormally high number of red blood cells, making the blood thicker than normal.
Thrombocytopenia means a low platelet count, increasing the risk of bruising and bleeding. Thrombocytosis means an abnormally high platelet count, which may increase the risk of blood clots. Pancytopenia means all 3 blood cell types are lower than normal. Chemokirapia.
Anemia is diagnosed mainly by low hemoglobin and may have many different causes. Small red blood cells usually indicate microcytic anemia, commonly caused by iron deficiency.
Large red blood cells usually suggest vitamin B12 or folate deficiency. Normal-sized red blood cells with low hemoglobin suggest normocytic anemia. Leukocytosis means the white blood cell count is above the normal range. Causes include infection. Leukopenia means fewer white blood cells. This increases the risk of infections.
Always begin by checking the patient's age, sex, and reference ranges. Next, evaluate hemoglobin and red blood cell indices to identify anemia.
Now review the white blood cell count and differential. Finally, assess the platelet count and platelet indices. Never diagnose a disease using the CBC report alone. Deficiencies. A single abnormal value does not always indicate disease. Always consult your doctor. Doctors always interpret laboratory results together with the patient's history and examination.
Remember the 3 main components of every CBC report.
Red blood cells carry oxygen throughout the body. White blood cells protect the body against infections.
Platelets help stop bleeding by forming blood clots.
CBC is one of the most useful screening tests in modern medicine. This video is for educational purposes only and is not a substitute for professional medical advice. Thank you for watching. I hope this video helped you understand the CBC report more clearly. Please like, share, subscribe, and press the notification bell for more medical education videos. Stay healthy and see you in the next lesson. If you found this video helpful, please leave a comment with your questions or suggestions. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and press the notification bell so you never miss our upcoming medical education videos.